Hi everybody, this is Jennifer and welcome to my channel. So, I have a bit of an announcement video and a bit of a TBR for you today. So I've been a bit behind in my reading goals. Surprise, surprise, I've been moving and I didn't do videos for a while. It's because I haven't really been reading for a while. I was rereading a whole bunch of romances that I already read before and I didn't really want to talk about, so I wasn't making videos. Go figure. So I've decided, in order to catch up on my goals, which, you know, my main goals were, one, to read a good amount and a good variety of books this year, and to, you know, reduce my TBR. So in order to affect that as a thing, right, I've decided to implement the first week of every month a mini readathon. Well, it's not a mini readathon, it's a whole week long, so it's basically your regular readathon size. And I am calling it Jennifer's Weekly Shortyathon. Now, why it has that name is because the first week of every month till the end of the year, I am going to read books that are under 250 pages, as many as I can during that week. So I went through my TBR, I went through my Goodreads, checked page counts, and I made a list. If you guys want to see the whole list of all 33 short books that are on my TBR, you can go to my Goodreads and look at that shelf. They're all on there. So that's what I'm picking from. So starting, it would be September 1st to September 7th. I am going to read as many of my short books as I can. My main goal is 7 books. So that would be September, October, November, December, 4 times 7. I'm pretty sure that's 28. That would get 28 of the 33 books read and into my read shelf as opposed to my want to read shelf. So yeah, so since September 1st is coming up pretty quick, I've decided to go ahead and do this announcement video, and now I'm going to show you the 7 books I have on my TBR for the first week of September. Alright, so let me just start with my Kindle because it's about to go out. This was recently on Kindle Daily Deals, and you can't really see it. I'm sorry about that. But like I said, it's on my Goodreads short books shelf. If you really want to look at it, it's Radical Chic and Mowing the Flak Catchers by Thomas Wolfe. It's a short book. It's got 2 of his longer, maybe they're short stories, I think they're more like nonfiction short pieces. So both stories all together are only like 114 pages, so they're not that big. But that's the ebook I'm going to be reading. One book I do not have right now because it is not out until next Wednesday, which is the 29th. It is Deadly Class Volume 7. It's a graphic novel, 7th one of the graphic novel series Deadly Class that I read, and I love it. So I'm waiting for that. Now, I have 5 books on my physical TBR that I'm going to also be reading. And first up I have Our Man in Havana by Greene. So apparently there's this, I think he's a fairly clueless man who's acting as a spy in Havana. I don't know. I'm not really sure what it's about, but I did want to try to read some Greene, and this was at my local bookstore. So I wanted to try it. It's a Penguin edition, and it's from, let's see, I think this one was last printed in 1984. Anyway, yeah, so that's up first. Well, not necessarily first. I'm going to read it however I want to read it, but Greene, Our Man in Havana. This book I've been wanting to read for a while, and I tried the audiobook and I couldn't concentrate on the audiobook because I was listening to it while I was work. But this is, I just picked this up too recently at my bookstore, The House of Seven Gables by Nathaniel Hawthorne. This is the story of House. I think it's fairly haunted because the guy who get it pretty much had the guy murdered in order to get the house. Anyway, that might be a bit spoilery, but it is, I think, in the first chapter, so not that spoilery. Yeah. And I really want to read this, and I've been, like, none of Nathaniel Hawthorne's books have good Goodreads reviews. This one was like a 3.32, and so is The Scarlet Letter, but I really enjoyed The Scarlet Letter, so I think I'm going to enjoy this. I think some people take to Nathaniel Hawthorne better than others, and I think I'm one of them. So I'm really looking forward to this. This might be the first one I read, because that whole Roger Williams books I'm reading has really gotten me into the mood for stuff like that. Okay, so next up, this one's very, very popular right now because there's a new TV series out. I think it stars Benedict Cumberbatch. But it is Nevermind, the first Patrick Melrose novel by Edward St. Aubyn. And it follows, there's a series of these that follow Patrick Melrose, and this one takes place when he's young and he's got, I don't know, a dysfunctional relationship with his parents. Look at that cover. That cover's gorgeous. And I'm really looking forward to reading it. So yeah, Edward St. Aubyn, Nevermind, that's up there. Next up is another super shorty. It is A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. I tried to read this at the last Deweys, did not work out, did not get to it, but I'm going to get to it this week. Well, the week of the Shorty-a-thon. So there's that. And the last up I have on my TBR is my short story collection that I'm going to read. It is The Price of a Haircut by, let's see, Clarke. Clarke. This is a very interesting looking short story collection. It's a little over, it's about 225 pages, so it's right up the top end of my short books, but this is going to be even better because it's a whole bunch of short stories. So I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, the stories sound really interesting. So yeah, we get these all together. This is my TBR for week 1, month 1 of Jennifer's Super Shorty-a-thon. Anyway, if anybody's read those books and has comments on them, please put it in the comments section below. Anybody have any short books suggestions that they really like? You can also put those down there. Yeah, I'm really excited about this, and I'm looking forward to getting some books off of my TBR. Not that I don't like having books on my TBR, but it makes me feel like a bit of a hoarder if I'm just having books on my shelves and not reading them. That's me. Some people like it. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, wish me luck. Make comments in the comment section below if you wish to, and have a good day. Bye.